Well, I'm not surprised it didn't rain in the morning. I was tempted to just go do something, but oh well. Yesterday, I had to do the job to clean the garden bed, and I started at 8:45 and I finished at 12. While I was working, I got a message from another lady down the street to go cut her grass. So, after I finished the garden beds, I came home quickly, emptied my trailer of all the stuff, loaded up my mower and my weed whacker. I completely forgot the gas tank though. And this morning when I was going to do the garden bed and I started my mower, I looked at the fuel filter, and the air bubble just kept getting bigger and bigger, and I opened the tank and it was empty. So I didn't have much gas left in that tank. And I went and I cut her grass, and then I decided to go to IGA. But on my way to IGA, I thought, let me stop and check surge doused two properties that I cut. So I checked the one on Portage, and when I stopped there, I said it's time to cut it. So I cut those two properties, and then I went to IGA. So yesterday I made, well, that guy, I charged him $75 for that job because it only took me 3 hours. And he said, he asked me if 90 is okay. So we'll see what he pays me. I don't know. So let's just leave that at $80. And then I made $35 cutting that lady's grass, and then $60 cutting those two properties. So that's 95 plus 80, $175 yesterday. Not bad. Not bad at all. And I was only going to do one job yesterday. It's a good thing I finished soon. The first time I did that job, it took me 2 days to do it because there was that much crap in and around the flowers and whatever. But this time around, when I did it, all the work I did previously culminated into an easier job this time. There wasn't hardly much there to take out, Like the trailer, last time I did it, I had to jump on the stuff in my trailer to compact it down in order to fit more, and I think I still had to put in the bag. This time, I didn't even jump in the trailer, and it was about 2/3 full. So if I had to jump on that, it would probably occupy a space of about, let's say, quarter of the trailer. No, less than that maybe. Less than a quarter of the trailer. So yeah, and I didn't lift up the flagstones. I just pulled them. I wasn't going to lift flagstones for nothing because he told me that he was going to get rid of all those stones and redo the whole thing in cement. So I was not there with the mindset to clean in and around the flagstone. So I didn't do a thorough job there, but everywhere else was thorough. Yeah, I'm glad for that. So, and then I went and I cut the grass. So it worked out to be a good day yesterday. And right now I'd be at another client's place today, had it not been for the rain, and that's definitely a full day's worth of work, trimming the hedges and cutting the grass in the back. I also have to bring my grinder to sharpen his lawnmower blades, and bring my impact gun to remove those lawnmower blades. So it's 12 and the rain just started, but you can see here, that's all the stuff that came out this time around. Not much stuff at all. I'm gonna have to check my client list. Fucking hell, those are cucumbers. God damn it. I'm gonna try to preserve them, I guess. I don't know. Oh, did something step on this one? I hope it's not a cucumber. It looks like a cucumber. Shit. I think it's a cucumber. That's funny, huh? My first major success in my garden, and it's all cucumbers. These ones here are the pumpkins. I'm pretty sure of that. And they're way behind. They should have looked like that 2 months ago. Well, at least I'm hopeful for the corn. They're looking all right. Oh, look who's here, Mr. Whiskers. She'll stay there. Watch. I'll go get the nuts, and she'll stay there and wait for me. That's what she did last time. I was cutting this wood. No, I was cutting firewood, and she popped her nose. She was walking on the log, and then right there, and then I came back inside to get nuts to see, and she stayed right there waiting for me. But cutting the wood with the saw scared her. Let me just open this if I can. Let's see if she's still there. Where'd she go? Where'd you go? Are you there? Oh well. I guess she's gone. Yeah, yesterday was a really good day. A really, really good day. So I called NB Power just now while I was talking to the lady and looking at my bill, and I scrolled down. The two amounts were actually the same again. So the top amount is 99 and the bottom amount is 99. And it's saying that last month I only used 400 kilowatts of power. So, wow. It looks like if you check your NB Power bill too soon, because right when I checked my bill, a day or two after, I got the email saying my NB Power bill is ready. So I guess they didn't update the complete bill. They only updated a portion of it, which was the amount on the top. Everything else on the bottom stayed the same. Because even the consumption was at 700 or something like that. So, yeah, I panicked for nothing. But that felt good. I only had to pay $100 for power, so I have a little more money to play with this month. Where the fuck did he go? Oh, yes. And I was talking to somebody yesterday because it's the neighbor of the property I cut in Parc de Roulette. No. Parc de Roulette? I think it's Parc de Roulette. It's like, hey, we never see you. We thought you moved. Because I normally go there every 10 days, but he hasn't seen me. I don't know. It's been like, what, 20 days since I gone to cut the grass there? Oh, there you are. What's that in your ears? Looks like a tick. That's not Mr. Whisker. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. All right, you're probably looking on the ground there. Last night I gave her. She came to see me. I gave her an almond. She mashed it up first, and then I guess she realized it was something good, and then all the crumbs that fell, she started eating them. Okay, and then I gave her a pistachio, and she ate that. Then I tried giving her a cashew, and tried giving her a cashew, and she looked at it and she wouldn't take it from me. Because I bought a bag of mixed nuts for myself as a snack yesterday, and she looked at it and she wouldn't take it from me. Yeah, those are ticks. Look at her ear. Those are ticks, man. So, no, yeah, this is Mr. Whiskers. That's very strange, the way she's acting. And so next time I go to give it to her, I'm not going to show her the whole entire nut. I'm just going to show her the small portion of it, so that she'll take it and start munching on it. Or maybe I'll break it into two. Because, well, I don't know. But she seems to really like the almonds, that's for sure. She seemed to really, really like the almonds. Yesterday when I went to IGA, I spent $86 in food and stuff. And then I spent $50 on an Amazon card. With that Amazon card, I went and I bought the shrink wrap, because I'm going to shrink wrap the exposed wire on the brake cable. I bought a 3/4 inch so it'll fit over the fitting. And then I bought another pruners. Those Fiskars pruners I bought are bypass pruners. And I think I damaged them already. Because I'm cutting a lot of tree branches, and that's fucking birch. So I bought anvil style Fiskars pruners, because obviously I'm going to need it to make mulch, and I don't want to damage them. So these damn mosquitoes, man. And I bought aluminum tubing about 10 inches long, 7mm inside diameter, and I think it's 8mm outside diameter. So what's going to happen is I'm going to slide that over the shaft for my weed whacker, and that's going to go in between the stopper clip and the first bearing, so it prevents the shaft from sliding out. And then I'm going to have to make up a propeller for it. I don't know when I'll do that, maybe this weekend. Or maybe, because tomorrow's the only day that's not raining in this week. So, maybe I'll fashion that while I'm sitting inside the house. And another thing I did last night was I looked up brake fluid and how it affects silicone rubber and acrylic. And it's a good thing I did that, because I was just going to make a blank out of anything, and then I thought I might as well just make it out of acrylic so that I can see inside the cylinder, the master, the reservoir. And then it says that glycol-based brake fluid is actually a solvent that will dissolve acrylic, plastic, and also silicone. So, and since I saw that, I also saw that, well, I'll show you. Let me give this guy One more nut and then a few. And then here, take it. Right. So I was wondering what I can use. Because I had to double check the measurements. That's 18 millimeters, right? And I thought, let me just take one of the bolts from here. Where did I put it? I found a really big bolt, one of these. And spin it in the chuck of my drill to get it down to the right diameter. And then I thought, hey, the old shoulder bolts off the pizza machine have round heads. Let me check the size of that. And what do you know? That's 19 millimeters. Now this one, if you can see here, as I turn it, you see how wacky it is? How the fuck did that pass quality control? Because I initially thought that was the wear and tear from the arm, but it also occurs at the base, where it butts up against the standoff. See where my thumb is there? You see, it does the same fucking thing. It's not square. So that came from the factory like that. This one's in better shape. So I'm gonna work on grinding this down. Then I'm gonna have to cut it like maybe somewhere over here, because when you look inside the head, the Allen key cutout goes in pretty deep for some reason. So, and then I'll press it in here and call it a day. I messaged a friend and they told me that the Snap-on truck, because last night I thought to myself, I'm gonna just go to Snap-on website and just ordered a fucking snap ring pliers off the website, and when I got the quote, I made an account and everything, and I got the quote. It was going to cost $150, shipping, taxes included, to get to my door here. So I said no. So I thought to myself, why don't I just find out when the Snap-on truck passes here in Caracat or wherever. So that's what I'm gonna do. He says it passes at the tire place by BMR every 2 Mondays. So I messaged them on Facebook, but I think it's better if I call them and ask them, and then I'll go and I'll think about rebuilding this master cylinder here. Now, I don't know if I have enough time to talk about this, and it's completely off topic of what I'm talking about right now, but it's extremely relevant because it just came into my mind, and it's always there, but it seems to have come into fruition. It's come into a state of I can easily speak about it because it's identified. I fix things. I keep things running. I care about what I do. And I'm having a really hard time getting around in a place like this. And that master cylinder sitting there is part of the reason why. These people out here, they go and they get lots of money from the government or for fishing and whatever. And whatever they buy, it's only to fill a void or to compensate. They don't really care about what they buy. So if they don't take care of it and they don't care about it and they'll just buy a new one, what's the point of having somebody who cares about the job and fixes things and keeps things running? That's me. So that master cylinder is sitting there, and I'm pretty sure I can get it up and running again. That's enough for you today. Not giving you any more. Right? I have the whole fucking motocross bike sitting in the back there because he was going to give it to some Poindexter for, look at him. You want more? I'm not a tree. My God. Only she will do that with me because that's the one that was born in my attic. The others, they won't come near me. They're scared of me. Now she's climbed on me before, but not that far. So, oh well. I'll just stand here and talk to her. But I have the whole entire motocross bike. It's a 50cc. I think it's a Yamaha. I can't remember. And instead of fixing the machine and trying to take care of it or trying to restore it, he was giving it to the scrap heap. I took it because I wanted the transmission and I wanted to look at the wheels to see if I could use them on my bike, you know. And I'm thinking to myself, this is the mentality of these fucking people out here, you know. They don't give a fuck about anything, you know. They don't give a fuck about anything. So if they don't give a fuck about the things they buy, when they approach me, they don't respect me because they don't respect the things that they own. You know, like this guy's mother wants me to go work for her and she wants to pay me peanuts. She wanted me to build her a fucking shed at $12 an hour. 12? 11? No. $11 an hour. You imagine? And that was just a few years ago. Carpenters are charging $40 an hour. And I charged her, I was going to say, okay, $17 an hour. I'll give her a little. And I think to myself, no, these guys are purposefully trying to take advantage of me because when they look at me, they judge me and think nothing of me. You know? So, no more of that. I'm fixing the pizza machine there and she leaves a fucking comment under the post on my pizza machine saying, what the fuck is this stupid machine? Because she wanted me to paint her fence post this year. Come and paint her fence there. And I've been ignoring her because I have other things to do. And I don't want to work for peanuts. You know? So she looked like she get mad and she goes on my post and starts talking about the machine like if I'm wasting my fucking time on it. You know, the nerve of these fucking white pieces of trash out here, you know? You have like fucking several sons and several grandchildren and all these fucking things. And you want me to come and do things for you like if I owe you? Man, fuck you. You see the mentality of these fucking retards out here? Go and hire somebody and pay them what you like to get paid. You know, go hire a carpenter for $50 an hour and pay them. Or go hire that fucking idiot in Puckshitty and pay him. You know? It's not my fucking problem. These people out here are fucking retards, man. Fucking retards. It's really demoralizing. You know, the more and more I deal with the people out here, the more and more I hate them. I hope that they get defunded from the government. But there's a lesson to be learned out here. A lesson I would never have learned in Toronto. Because Toronto is too much diversity. And in that diversity, caused by the government, it masks the reality that Caracat has seemed to have preserved somehow. And that reality is that behind all this facade of diversity, this country's run by racist, prejudiced, lazy, good-for-nothing, white Christian trash. You know? And how this lady looks at me is the same way that the owners of the land in Toronto look at the diverse populace out there and the government. You know, they don't see your qualities and your worth. You know, they just judge you and treat you like shit. You know? And the nerve of it too is that even her son tried to message me and tell me, make it look like, oh, I'm working on some machine and it looks fantastic and all. What the fuck, man? You want somebody to go and take care of your mother? Do it yourself. Go hire somebody from Caracat who's a nurse. You know? Don't fucking come and expect me to go wipe your mother's asshole after she's been wiping your asshole. You know? You wipe her fucking asshole. It's not my fucking job, you know? And the thing is that you're making it seem as though I owe you guys. You know? Acadians are fucking miserable people. You guys, the best way to describe you guys is like Jews, you know? You guys try to control and manipulate. You guys are no better than fucking Jews out here, man. And it's hilarious too because you guys are also communist dictators. You guys are also no better than Hitler. If it's not white Canadian and white Acadian, it's an outsider out here and it'll never fit in. You know? You guys are communists. And, you know, I'm capable of doing many things. You know? You guys see that I've chosen a path of ownership and certainty, and you think that I'm a bum. You think that I don't know what to do and what I'm doing, you know? And that's the mentality of these people out here, you know? So I'm going to continue posting on any liberal page or whoever is leading this fucking country and tell them, you know, you guys can't keep supporting these white pieces of trash out here, you know? Because I came out here because you guys need immigrants to come to this country and work, and I'm in this country and I can work. And I'm not able to make the kind of money and garner the kind of respect that I deserve. You know? It's just like that video on YouTube shows a guy in a mall playing a piano. I think he's playing the piano, make some money or some funding, and all of a sudden two dirty white pussies and their child come into the frame, and the child just goes into the piano and starts playing on the keys and tapping the keys while the guy's playing the piano, and the two bitches are laughing like if it's cute, and the guy's obviously fucking infuriated at it, you know? Like, put your fucking kid on a leash. And that's what Acadians are. You know? They're getting so much money from the government and they don't have to answer for it. They become entitled. That everything in their eyes becomes an object that they can manipulate. You know? And they go and spoil it for other people. Look at, a great example is Bathurst. Why the fuck does it need to be called Acadie Bathurst? Why? You know, when I look on the map and when I came to Bathurst, when I first moved out here, it was Bathurst, not Acadie Bathurst. Why the fuck does it need to be called Acadie Bathurst? You know, you guys don't speak fucking English in this fucking country that you're mooching off of. You know? That's another thing that pisses me off with you guys. You guys have absolutely no respect for anything else other than Acadie or whatever the fuck this is, you know? You guys are a worthless pile of human shit. That's what you guys are. Bunch of stupid faggots. Fucking Acadians.